What you doing? I'm the AC and this is Otaku News Reviews. This time I'm talking about Fabricant 100 Chapter 3, Those with a Shared Goal by Daisuke Enoshima, which came out on the Shonen Jump Viz app on December 19th, 2022. Now, the name for this chapter I thought had to do with, Fabricant 100 and Shibi working together, but there's a little bit more to that I'll get to in a minute. It starts off with them killing another Fabricant, but they posed a question for me, which they said this was the first one they found since leaving the estate. Does that mean the first one since they last left the estate? Are they still staying at it? Which would make sense. Or is this the fourth one they've killed total, like a Shibi, and all the other, what did the first chapter say, like 12 or 18? I think it was 18, or maybe 12, whatever the first one, uh, 4 of those are the ones they killed, and the others have died that 100 knew about. The Shibi probably wouldn't know about, but maybe 100 knew of others that died, and it makes sense when you find out what this whole chapter is about. But first, it does confirm that 100 was there when to kill Shibi's family. I made some little theory, or like I suppose that it was possible she wasn't there and just heard it from distance. No, she was definitely there. I say she. It looks like a woman. She was also starting to question like why he's starting to treat her like human. And just right when he has that moment, he's like, blink an eye, kidnapped by someone named Luca, another person that's never named. And this is where the title of the chapter comes into play. It's not just about a Shibi, because Luca belongs to these other humans. Yes, he's human, not just another Fabricant trying to whisk him away. They're also fighting Fabricants, and they want to protect Ashibi because he's also a child. There's probably more to it than just because he's a child. Everyone knows who Ashibi is and what family he belongs to, so there's probably more to it. There has to be. Yeah, they just whisk him away, and like in blink of an eye, Luca's so fast. And they're just driving, but to Ashibi, it's like he blinks, he's somewhere else. But it shows a little map too, like boop, 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 boop. He's just going through the city so swiftly that it's almost like blink and he's gone. But Ashibi isn't down with this immediately and cuts his finger to try to draw 100 to him. But then Luca does this whole maneuver and it's like, blood scattered everywhere. And Ashibi's like, where? Bites his hand and it's like, 100's there immediately. And that's it. That's all the chapter really is. So not much to it. Just introducing these new characters. Which... yeah, I mean, it was short, it was quick. I didn't even bother counting how many pages was in this one. Should have. I need to keep consistent on that. But it was just, there was almost nothing to it. The only Fabricant they fight is literally the very first page. That's it. No other Fabricants are like seen in present time. I think there's like flashbacks, but yeah, it's just introduced only one of them. It doesn't even say the other person's name. I'm assuming the other person's human. But I mean, Luca does say there's other humans out there that also in the same situation, people to kill. They want to go and hunt the other Fabricants down, which is why it makes sense that other Fabricants would also be dead. And maybe Ashibi and 100 together have only killed 4 in this, or they could have killed all of those, and they just meant this most recent time leaving the state. Who knows? It would make sense that they only killed 4 with how the manga started, because this is only this would have only been the 3rd one. That would means there was a 4th one that we haven't seen get killed yet, and the first one starts with the first or second Fabricant that they kill, which is why it would seem more important. I don't know. It seems like a weird place to start the manga if that was 18th or 12th or whatever that they already killed. I don't know. But it also seems like, okay, yeah, it makes sense there's these other humans hunting them. And because all these Fabricants, even though, the further along they were made, like 100 is the strongest, last one made, but they're still made of human parts. But these human parts are like exceptional parts. So if the parts are exceptional, they have to come from exceptional humans, and there must still be humans like this out there that would want to fight. And it probably just a family thing, just like a Chibi. So yeah, there's still, I say powers, but exceptional abilities, whatever, something to do. And there's obviously something with Luca, the reason he's able to be so fast or precise, even though he's in a car, whatever that may be. Ashibi still hasn't figured it out either. That was one point he was trying to make. But yeah, we'll see where it goes with this. Another thing, 100 did mention that all the other fabricants don't talk to her. Like, apparently they all lived in the same house until 100 was created, and then they all bounced. So yeah, none of them talk to 100. So there's something special about 100 aside from just being strong. Probably, I still think it's because the doctor made the last one more into her image. That's why it's just woman and all this stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm not sure why she'd be so determined to stay with 100. Maybe it's so they don't lose. He doesn't lose sight of 100 because he's going to eventually turn his deal around or betray her. You know, he's going to want to get rid of her because Fabricant 100 was there and killed his family. Or maybe it's just because he knows for sure she's the strongest Fabricant, want to keep her on his side until the end. But there's these other humans. They could help him. I don't know. And you have people like Luca uh, and a whole bunch of other people. There's a whole another organization, small, big, whatever it's going to be. Who knows? Still don't know what this other. It bugs me they didn't say who the other guy is. At least give him a name. All he's doing is just sitting there holding Ishibi. And there's not. Ishibi doesn't even really struggle. The guy doesn't really have to put much effort into keeping Ishibi restrained or whatever. I don't know, but I think with this introduction saying there's already been, or even from the first chapter, some are being killed. There's probably more even being killed with these people. It just confirms it's going to be a short series. There's only 100 of these, unless there's another fabricant out there, or maybe that man from 100's flashback creating more fabricants. It feels like it's going to be a pretty short series, and I feel like, I don't know, it's just the way reading this, and unless they really try to drag it out unnecessarily, it's just gonna be so short. We'll see what get there, but I have one other little theory. I'm not sure how much it'll actually hold up, but these two that you see, I'm not completely convinced that they're the same people we saw at the end of the last chapter, and you see a little silhouette of them on top of a building in this chapter. And if you there's two of them, hairstyles kind of same, but the silhouettes look more rugged and stuff, and these two look very put together and like knew exactly what was going on and all this stuff. The other ones, the other silhouettes that we see, kind of don't really seem to be piecing together. And I don't know, just the way they talk. I don't know. Like in the second chapter, it was like there's this human going around killing fabricants that needs to be stopped, something like that, if I remember. And these two seem like they're still going to want to kill the fabricants. So I feel like there's still another duo that's going to pop up to kind of be antagonists. But that's all I really got to say about Fabricant 100. On the third chapter, not much going on. Just really an barely an introduction. Like an introduction that there's going to be an introduction of these characters, because yeah, they didn't even get away. 100 already found them. And I guess next will be a little bit of a struggle. Finally, 100 will have a struggle with something since she's killing the other fabricant so easily. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the next chapter is going to hold. But yeah, at least it's going to shake it up, and it's not just going to be every week killing another fabricant. I thought they would hold that off and keep doing that a little bit longer, but yeah, we'll see what it does. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you thought. You can go ahead and comment. You agree with me, you have your own theories, all that stuff. Still only third chapter, still plenty of time. But yeah, if you like this, go ahead and like it. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And if you want to find more of me, you can follow me on my social medias, DAC Stories. I also have a Discord you can join. All that's in the description, so you can find that easily. But yeah, until next time, thank you so much. I'm DAC. Bye.